Hey guys, it's me Bowser64 and welcome to another video. Today I am going to show you how to back up your games to a removable hard drive or other storage and restore them in Origin. As you guys know, in Steam right now, today, you can actually go to the upper left where it says Steam, go into backup and restore games, and you can just back up all of your games right onto a removable hard drive or another drive as well. And you can also restore them the same way. It's super easy, and it's all very much automated that you can do this. And pretty much everyone knows how to do this, but the problem is other clients besides Steam that we play games in, like Origin and Uplay and stuff like that, they don't make it so easy. They want you to download the game over and over and over again. So after a little bit of searching online, I found a couple videos that really help you figure out how to back this stuff up and store it offline. So all you have to do is basically copy it back into Origin once you reinstall your hard drive on your computer or whatever you have to do. So I'm going to show you how to do that today. It's as simple as going into Origin right here. As you can see, here's my list of games. I have a lot of games. They're awesome. But see, games like Dead Space, Dragon Age, Need for Speed, Mass Effect, they're all very big, and I wouldn't say that Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare is that small either. I mean, these games, once you install them, they're like 8, 10, 12, 16 gigabytes apiece. Now, put it together, people, that's a lot of bandwidth. If you download those games all the time, you're going to be eating up your bandwidth just constantly every time you want to play a game. And not only that, you might actually meet your DSL or internet cap for the month and not be able to use your internet for anything other than playing games, which would kind of suck. So what I'm going to show you is how to back them up to your removable hard drives. So step one, say I want to install a small game like Bejeweled 3. This game is only like several hundred megabytes in size. It wouldn't even fill up a compact disc. So we're going to go ahead and uninstall it and say that you wanted to actually, why do I have to uninstall it here? That's kind of weird. Just a second. All right, it's uninstalling Bejeweled 3. If I wanted to play this game and I didn't want to wait to download it just to replay it, there's a really cool, awesome trick that is actually very surprisingly reliable that will allow you to restore your games right into Origin from a removable hard drive without ever having to download anything but a couple megabytes from the servers. So the way you do that is you go to the game you want to download and you hit download. Now, by this point, you're probably thinking, hey, Bowser, you just told me I could play my game by restoring it from a copy I made offline. Well, yes, you can. But the thing is, if you go into the directory that it's going to create in your computers, will always be C, program files times 86, if you're on a times 64 edition of Windows, Origin games, and this is where your games will install. So right now, we have Bejeweled 3 here. And it's put the folder there, even though we uninstalled the game. And actually, so I can be completely specific with you guys, we're going to go ahead and delete the Bejeweled 3 folder that was there before. So there's nothing here except the other games. So we're going to go here and click download. Now it's going to bring up this information. You go ahead and click continue. As you can see, it's 281.66 megabytes. So that's not very big. We just wanted to choose a small game to demo this concept to you guys. So we're going to go ahead and click continue. And it's important that you want to click the boxes on all this stuff, or else you obviously have to do it over and over again. So basically what we want to do is let it download. We're going to go and check on the download over here. We're going to let it download to about 1, 2, 3%. It really doesn't even have to be the 1%, but all it has to do is recreate the folder over here. So once this folder is recreated and you start to see stuff inside this folder in Origin games on your C drive, or wherever you store your Origin games, you can go ahead and exit Origin. Now, once you've exited Origin, what you're going to do after that is you're going to open up Computer, and you're going to go to the hard drive that stores your games. In this case, it's my F drive, which is the data cube, is what I named it. So I have backups of all my Origin games on this drive, and by backups, I mean complete backups of the game's files. I literally took all of the folders here with all this stuff in it and moved it over onto my drive. This is where your actual game plays from are these directories. So here's Bejeweled 3. As you can see, the entire thing is there, including the installer. Of course, it won't run until it's installed. So what we're going to do is go ahead and draw this from our backup drive into the right. Let's go ahead and make it easy. We're going to see this is the data cube, and this is our C drive that has Windows 7 on it that the games are installed in. So we're going to go ahead and drag Bejeweled 3 over here, where we want to hit replace on everything. And also, yes, if we want to overwrite, of course. It's going to copy 1.28 gigabytes because even though it says you have to download about 285 megabytes, it expands it out to about 1.28 gigs. So that's why it's bigger once it's installed. That's just kind of natural. Which kind of leaves you to really understand that your games are absolutely freaking huge. If they're huge when you download them, they get even huger once they get expanded and unzipped. So copy and replace everything. We're not taking any prisoners here. So once Bejeweled 3 is installed, you're going to open up Origin again. Wait for it to load. And once it loads and you get into your game selection, you'll go to Bejeweled 3. You're going to go, there's two ways to do this. You can hit resume download here, or you can go down here to the manager, which I kind of like because it's more graphical and I can understand what's going on. If you hit this down arrow, it's going to resume the download. And since you copied all of the files that it needed to run already into the directory, it's going to be tricked into thinking that it already downloaded them. So it thinks that they're already downloaded, and in a few seconds, after it says resuming download for a few seconds, it's going to say installing. There you go. You can see it says installing over there, where it has a big cover art box there, and it says installing over here. Now, this is literally and it doesn't matter. I mean, my mind was just blown when I found out that I could do this. I don't want to talk too much because I want you to see the steps and how they're really working. It's going to take a moment to install for some reason because I guess it has to actually scan the files and make sure they're legitimate files before it installs them, which is probably something that you'll end up thanking it for later, but it seems inconvenient at the time. Remember, we're installing about 1 gigabyte of information as opposed to 285 megabytes, so it's a little bit bigger. And a lot of times it will look as if it's not doing anything. You just want to sit here and wait and make sure that it's actually doing what it's going to do. And 99.5% of the time, you won't have anything. It's also going to show you a little notification down here in the lower right once it's installed as well. So that's what we're waiting on. That's what's amazing is this game is so small, but it takes so long to install. I have no idea why. Also, what I can't show you right now is my hard drive light is blinking pretty consistently, which means it's actually working. So if anything freezes on your screen and you can't tell that it's working, always be sure to take a look at your hard drive light because it'll kind of tell you that it's actually doing stuff under there. Okay, now once it's installed, it'll say play, but it's not really ready to play because you have to go over here and hit update now. Once you update now, it's going to verify the game files like you verify your game cache when you use Steam, and now it says you're all set. So we're going to go ahead and it should play just fine. Again, all we had to download was a couple megabytes, and now the whole game is functional. So as long as you back up your games, you're really going to be pretty well set to play anything. Or to let it load into the menu. Welcome back yourself. Awesome game. Goodbye to you. So that's it. Now I want to say before you guys go, because I know that you're going to ask me this question, does this work on freaking huge games? Yes, it does. If you have Dragon Age 2, It will work on anything from Bejeweled 3 to Peggle to Dragon Age Origins, or any game you want to install, really. It doesn't matter how big it is, as long as you have the files backed up onto your drive. So as long as you've backed up the entire game directory inside Origin Games of the game that you want to install, and you go through these same steps, it will work every single time. Now, myself, I was quite shocked that this actually worked as well as it did, but it's actually not that time consuming once you really get the steps down to how to do it. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope this will help you in the future when you don't want to re-download your games every time you want to play them. I know it certainly helped me because I have a lot of big games like Plants vs. Zombies, Sims 4, and Need for Speed, all this stuff. And tonight I'm going to be downloading Dragon Age Origins so I can back all that stuff up, because one of those is like 16 gigabytes in size. So, I mean, you're talking a huge game here. So, thanks for watching. If this helped you, comment, like, subscribe, and this has been Bowser64, and I will see you around with another video. If I've missed anything, please leave me a comment below, and I will be sure to get back to you with the information I missed. Thank you so much. Have a great night.